Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Positive Glad, and we are back here tonight. We are in Season 9. We have officially started the new season here tonight. RRL Revolution Racing League Season 9 Drivers' Championship is underway with myself as host. 17 drivers here tonight. Just to confirm, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the first race. They do that allocation differently. What they do is they basically all drive in equal cars in race 1. And we have a new debutant here today in RRL. His name is Beer and Kebab. So Beer is coming in, his former friend, well, former race colleague and a good friend of mine. So RRL gave him a trial out, and well, not a trial out, he's in the fucking race, isn't he? But what we're doing here, guys, please make sure you drop me a follow, and also as well, share this video as many times as you can, like my video on the YouTube side, and drop me a subscribe if you are enjoying this content. Currently fitted fastest slot broadcast. Here we go. So 16 drivers. We've got Let's Pull, Addict, Notorious, Toto, Winchester, Addict, of course, Rain, Champion, Cookie, came close, Biddy, with Migrating Host. What's going on? Toto's left the session. Why is Toto left the session? Kanincha's left the session. What's going on here? Great start to the RRL Season 9. What in the world is going on here? Well, that was really exciting. Yeah, this has been a really energetic start to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen 2 cars go out of the garage, and then it all disconnects. So if... Why is everyone leaving? This is really annoying. Or has it just kicked me? No, it hasn't. I guess it's not kicked me completely right. So we could keep the stream live. Of course, great end of season. Last season, Addict won the championship on the final race. That was at Belgium, of course. So he was in Belgium. He came, I believe it was 4th position that he got in the end. It was really good performance, especially in the Sauber. So hot favourite. I don't know why it took so long to get the start. Hopefully, maybe potentially another person coming in. No idea. Knows what's going on here. That's the thing when you spectate, you're in a different party. Means that at the end of the day, that's how it works. Waiting for a couple more people to come in. Those of which I have no idea. How's that in? That's interesting. How's was in? He's now out. So, oh boy, this is going to be a fun start, isn't it? All right. Anyway, folks, like I said, this is my first full season of doing this. I'm currently racing in a league called Simulation Formula 1 as well. Good debut last night, of course. So make sure you guys check that out. That's a Saturday evening at 8:30. I'm racing in GP2, says Fernando. Alright, so I'm not sure if they didn't realise that I'm actually in the stream here. I'm not sure if they kind of do understand that I am here. But, so it's one view so far. Right then, so, oh shit, no, that would be quite bad if they put me into a car. Oh dear. So they're going clear weather. Why are they not doing dynamic? What the fuck is going on? Very curious as to what's going on here. Wow, I guess they're kind of backing out of the way of doing... Right, interesting, okay. So obviously, like I said, we've got Beard and Thomas, Halo and Toro, so Addict's going for Red Bull today. So there we go. Apparently they're doing clear weather because it was the same weather last... Yeah, that's... Alright, okay. So it's literally a like-for-like restart then. But right, okay, here we are then. So, RRL Season 9 Drivers' Championship is re-underway. I don't kind of understand what's going on there, but... So why still coming to spectate with me? That was. So let's have a look here. Right, we have then 16 drivers, folks, all poised, primed, and ready to work. Addict is, of course, a big favourite for this race. But it's just to work it out for you folks. This race is literally a case of people driving equal cars. So this is an equal car 100% race. This is going to be a couple of hours of people showing their true ability. Once they obviously get that, that's when the driver allocations come into effect. So positively glad here, and we're going to be bringing you live coverage of RRL's first round. It is on Monza. I'll try and edit my title actually. Let's see if I can edit the title while I'm here. Buzzing, that's good. Right, so now we are here. I was about to say, yeah, it did say 17. I was about to say, where the fuck is Weisstock? Thinking, who's the missing person? So we're literally running up and down the field. Beer and Kebab making his RRL debut. Trust me, mate, good luck. There's a lot of people that have been there. Some more successful than others. I remember my first ever race, I came second to Thomas Halo in the Thursday Co-op. And on the Sunday, my debut was me ploughing it into a wall. So, you know, your first race, once you get over the first race jitters, then everything is absolutely fine. We got it. I believe that is a Toro Rosso coming out, actually. No, it's a Williams, which I believe is... Who have we got here? How's that in the Williams? Weisstock's in a Renault. I bet he's probably sick of driving a fucking red car. To be fair. So Weisstock, how's that? Kaninch's on his way out. Halo's already coming down towards turn 1. Cookie's on his way down. He's in a Sauber Cookie, so he's gone down that route. So the first person out on track, of course, is Weisstock. So we're going to get on board Weisstock. He's going to be the first person, if he keeps it clean, to set a legitimate qualifying lap here. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to find out a bit more information about the tables of RRL, go over to Facebook, which is at Revolution Racing League. Click on the old follow, and they'll be able to keep track of all the tables. And I was at. He was a superstar last week. He really kind of, in the finale, he really showed us kind of an array of moves. That's probably one word for it. But I'm doing a solo again tonight. Obviously, Beer, my commentary partner, is racing. There he is, of course, in the Toro Rosso, which is rather blue, it must be said. Dabba-dee, dabba-die, rather than purple. But here we go then. Quiet stream, of course, ladies and gentlemen, because baby is in bed. So we are going to be running through this now. Owsat and Weisstock are going to be the first two guys really to kind of set a lap. It's going to be interesting to see where these guys actually fit in on equal status. Obviously there's people who, you know, kind of don't really thrive or aren't really the quickest. And, you know, you'll find them. Obviously, you see people in the Ferrari and the Mercedes quite often. I'm not going to use Big Stu because I know he's got pace. Weisstock's probably the one guy. Well, I don't know. It's hard to judge who's quickest, but this is the best place to do it. Monza is, of course, a tricky track. If you retire, ladies and gentlemen, in the order of retirements, you will be in the slowest car, I believe. I think that's how they do it. I can't quite remember. Big Kebab, of course, my commentary partner from the first and last race of Season 8, of course, round 7, of course. See how Weisstock tackles the chicane. Really well done, actually. Manages to hold a really nice line through there as you come up to... It was the Lesbo 1. Lesmo, but we'll call it Lesbo for the purpose of this recording. Lesbo 2 for Weisstock. There's people trying out new assists as well, so I believe Kaninch to give me a full rundown. I think Addict's turning assists off. I think Kaninch is also doing ABS off. People are running without the line now. It's going to mean very different racing. Toto and Turtles, of course, haven't pitted in. So that's kind of, well, haven't gone out, sorry, should I say. And Winchester and Addict. So we've got 15 cars currently out on track at present. Weisstock flying now down towards Parabolica. Parabolics, as we called it. Or Hairy Bolica, which you could nickname it. And Thomas Halo has retired from session. Oh my god, that's a crunch. Holy moly. Weisstock comes across the line with a 1 minute 23.0. And what is Owsat going to do? He's behind him. Owsat is a second slower. Intriguing. Halo was the third guy round, so we're just going to have to follow around here. I believe the next one is Beer and Kebab. How will Beer do? And Cookie goes second with a 1 minute 23.6. So Cookie, bit of a sighter lap you'd assume. Cookie's usually one of the quickest guys, so Cookie is in second position. Wisdog doing tremendously well so far. So Beer and Kebab coming around now. He is coming around to the final corner, the hairy bollocker. Puts himself up there with a 1 minute 22.5. Beer goes pole. Provisional pole for Beer. And Les Paul gets a 22.4. A notorious 100th of a second behind Les Paul. 1/10 between all these guys. And over the line comes Biddy. And Biddy gets Biddy pole position with a soft tyre. Mad effort. Biddy, huge gains. Big Stu goes into 5th position, 6/10. Really close times here, folks. Oh my god, what the... Oh my god, he's all over the place. Michelangelo goes pole, 1 minute 21.5. That is how you do it. But speak of the champion, and he will enter. What can Addict do? Can't beat Michelangelo. In fact, Addict goes second. So Addict goes into second place, and you see, I believe that was Wisdog doing his second lap. He moves back up into 7th. We'll get on board with Winchester. So Winchester is obviously not quite through. Knich binned his lap off actually, so Knich just come back into the pits. Michelangelo with a 1 minute 21.5. Always pretty good on the equal car setting, but remember, we're going to be going. I'm not actually sure what the next race is. We're going to obviously check before the end of the road. Welcome everybody into the stream. Hope you all enjoy what you are seeing here tonight. So we have got Winchester coming around. Not the best lap, of course. He had a very scruffy turn 1. But Winchester goes second. Fucking hell, shut my mouth. Winchester goes second position. Winnie with a 1 minute 21.7. Really close. And Paul 2K's retired. What's happened there? Holy moly. How's that? Oh, the same place that Thomas Halo did. Pretty much right next to it, actually. So another man down. Paul 2K is out. I don't think Paul 2K is... Oh, he has done a 1 minute 24.1. He's going to be at the back of the grid. Paul 2K just really sheepishly sitting there at the moment. Michelangelo currently... Oh, he's coming to the pits anyway. Winnie is not doing anything. He was on lean. Addict's on lean. And Tough Kev, I believe. Kev's into 4th. Almost unsighted there. So Kev is into 4th. He is currently 0.3 of a second down. Very close field. We've got the top 8 within a second. Oh, Kev bouncing across the curb there. I think he's moving out of the way, actually. He's letting the Beer, the bad man, who is not exactly going much quicker. Well. Maybe exchanges some old words. That's interesting. I believe that Beer is... I think Beer is actually going to go for a flyer here. I'm not really 100% sure, but we'll just have to double check. I think he's on his second lap potentially. Beer currently 7th position. Really good start for his RL career. But we've got Toto on an out lap, so we're going to have a little look at Toe here. Beer's got 34 seconds down on his lap. Toto coming around the Lesbo 1. Lesbo 2. Doctor, how you doing, Doctor? How's it going, buddy? So we are here tonight, of course. Did my league race yesterday. A very nice debut. Nice return for me. And of course, now we are back focusing on RRL for this day. So let's have a little look at what Toto can do. Let's have a look. I'm actually going to go on board with Toto, see what sort of lines he takes through the kind of Ascari section, running down the... I'm going to call it the Spaghettio Straight, because I can't remember what the fucking straight's called. He's going now down towards the Parabolica. Let's see how he takes this. This is, in honesty, in my opinion, as a racer, it's one of the hardest corners to take. Toto's took a very narrow line there. A lot of people... A wide line, should I say, sorry, and like a narrow exit. And you see Beer there coming into the pits. He's going to be going out for his final run very soon. But Toto, let's have a little look now. We're going to have our lap on board with Toe. He's currently on his lap. Turts hasn't actually come out of the pits yet. Neither has Knich. Oh dear. Unsighted of Biddy. That was not Biddy's fault. Of course, he gets to get out of the way somehow. I believe this lap has been pretty much binned off. I'm not sure. We'll have to double check. Let's go to Race Director briefly. It has. Corner cut and it's done. Toto in. Invalidated lap time. He's got to probably just stick it in liaise. Took the intelligent option there. Stuck it in lean mix. Look, I'm burping like a fucking mad possessed drunkard. So, Toto is going to have to go out for another run. Biddy almost unsighted it. Of course, he was ghosting as well because he was going really slowly out of the pits. Biddy was really, really aware then of his surroundings. Kaninch still hasn't actually gone out of the pits, which is a bit curious. Oh, nice one, Doctor. What'd you do? Which particular tier? Are you in tier 3? Curious to ask. That's good to know, man. Congratulations, buddy. I am in my SF1 race. I claimed a win. So it's on my channel if you want to watch it. It's arguably not my hardest win in the world, but you know, it is what it is, and you take whatever you can. You don't take anything for granted. A win is a win in this game. So Lesbo, I expect Lesbo to be a little bit higher at the field. I mean, obviously second in the championship. And you see Cookie there overtaking the Mercedes. But it's funny how all the guys who were always in the Mercedes and haven't really picked them. We're back on the Toto's TV pod. We're going to watch a lap with Toto. Michelangelo, of course, currently still leading with a 1 minute 21.5. So Beer hasn't gone out on track. The guys who haven't gone out on track really need to think about getting a mosey on and get out there. At this present time, if you're not currently out on track with the next 20 seconds, it seems like Toto's struggling a little bit on the brakes at present. Have some people actually kind of decided... Yeah, tier 3 man. Yeah, I believe Forsaken, or Sint's in that, isn't he? He's racing that with you. It's Sint. And Skaki, I think, as well. That's kind of cool, Doctor. Well done, mate. Congratulations. It's really good achievement. Les Paul goes 100th of a second behind Michelangelo. Up in a second place. Remember, Biddy's just behind Toto as well. I wonder where Toto's actually going to fit into. And look, Toto's had not really much luck. And there's Biddy in the background. Toto's not really had much luck out of traffic in this sense. Beer and Big Shoe both haven't gone out. They're both settling for what they are. They're resting on their laurels. Kaninch is also another one who hasn't gone out. We are literally just going to follow Toto through. That's just gone into 6th position. And Toto goes a 1 minute 23.2. Not the best lap in the world, not the worst. Gets himself in a 13th place. Does what he needs to do. Biddy doesn't improve it. I think he just missed out on improvement. And Alzat, of course, doing his customary spin. So Alzat's with the old spin there. I believe that Les Paul is going back around. No, he's not. But we've got here. Who's that? Michelangelo just retires from session. Yeah, he's just come out of the pits and took out the fucking polystyrene. No polystyrene boards were harmed during the making of this feature. And amazing, I think Winchester's sacked the lap off. Oh no, he's on lean. He won't be able to go for another run. There's not enough time. No, Winnie's sacked it off. I believe that Biddy's retired from the session too. These guys are all retiring from sesh. 20 seconds to go. Obviously, we need to look at Kaninch because he's not actually done a lap hit, so we'll get on board with Kaninch. Kaninch getting out of the Toro Rosso for once. Puts himself in the Force India. I was about to say he did, didn't he? It was almost like Doc that he just kind of... Obviously, when you get these quiet streams... Addict goes first with 1 minute 21.0. When you... Great lap by Addict. Tough curve up to 5th. When you kind of miss the apex at 4.5, it's such a ball ache to try and get it back. I mean, you that end up in the gravel, spinning off, Notorious with a good lap. Oh no, sorry, I believe that was Toto. Moved up to 12th position there. 1 minute 29. I think it was 1 minute 22.9, 1 minute 22.8. Kaninch is looking pretty good here. Manchester is there. He's 4th, 5th. Alzat is in the pits. Only Wise Dog, Notorious, and Kaninch to go. What's going to happen? What's the lap time going to be? Kaninch is very narrow towards that wall there. And Kaninch puts himself 9th with a 1 minute 22.2. Pretty good lap there. So Notorious just keeps himself in 12th position. And Wise Dog is the last person to go set up. He's actually improving slightly. He needs to hold on. I need a cigarette, but let me go back that up now. Right, here we go then. Wise Dog, is he going to be able to keep it going? And then of course I will run through the order now. I believe this is pretty much set. Addict, Michelangelo, Les Paul, Winchester, Tough Kev, Alzat, Biddy, Turts, Kaninch, Beer in his debut, good 10th position, Wise Dog 11th, Notorious, Toto, Big Shoe, Cookie, Paul Ticket, Thomas Hill crashing out before he set a lap. Guys, I'm back in 2 minutes. No copyright claim for me, folks. Thank you so fucking much. Yeah, man. It's got to be done. Got that Scottish contingent. You would do when you almost in a way kind of go for the softs. You would lose a bit of time, Doc, wouldn't you? But then, of course, it's Monza, so, you know, the time will be made back up. Obviously, there will be mistakes in this race, well, you think. Good core drivers RL's got, so this is going to be one of them things, one of these moments where you don't want to miss it. And they've actually commented on the first race of a league that I'm not racing in before, so this is going to be quite interesting. So hopefully I do these guys proud again, and give them a bit of a good race. Well, these guys do their part, and give me a good race, should I say. So 16 drivers, I think 17 drivers, isn't it? I think 16 to 17 drivers. Beer making his debut, of course. Big news. How will Beer fit in with the other guys? And yeah, I know Beer's a little bit ring rusty from league racing, but hopefully he can do the bizzo. So, ladies and gentlemen, my prediction for this race, obviously Addict on pole, Michelangelo, unless it's good having Michelangelo and Les Paul all up there. You know, it's having the big guns are all up there at the moment. The one that you're probably a little bit surprised about is Thomas Halo, of course, third in the championship last season. He just couldn't quite pull it together in that qualifying. Binned it coming out of Lesbo 2. Going towards Ascari, of course. And you see the old rabbit drone going across the floor. There it is. Pull the top left. The reason why it's going to be clear weather for this race, ladies and gentlemen, is because we did have a quick restart because Wise Dog decided to try and jump into the commentary booth, but security arrested him before he fucking got there, so that's kind of why he's not. That's why we had a quick restart, but there we go. I need to edit. I've edited the title, so why isn't that coming up now? Let's have a quick refresh. The stream just before we go. Internet looking a little bit better than it was earlier today. To be fucking 10 minutes to download WWE Network apps. I think, fuck, that's not that bad anymore. Monza, wicked. So this is race 1 of RRL Season 9. We've got people readying up, so we are pretty much underway here, folks. So we will be within a 30-second window. And Man Pos is going to be doing all the commentary for this season. As best I can, of course. Obviously, you'll have Penguino and a couple of other guest commentators coming into the mix. But here we go. Notorious and Winchester, keeping the tension brewing. I hope not, Doctor. I hope these guys have had it drilled into them. We're going to get this, bloody hell, it's already on this part here. Interval, position, we're going tyre, full legs, and we got lights out, and away we go. And that's a bit of a slow start there by everybody, it seems. Everyone seemed to kind of almost bob down. Oh my god, they're going 3 wide into turn 1 here. I think Michelangelo has got the jump on Addict. We're going to basically keep an eye, keep the track back, and there's going to be, Angelo goes across the curb, just covers off Les Paul, and we've got a yellow flag in sector 1. Who is it? Oh, dear me. The fucking hell went on there. Did he catch it? And we've got another yellow flag here. There seems to be a big gap already brewing. Let's have a little look here. Addict is on the inside. And Les Paul. Oh, and there's a collision. Michelangelo and Addict, top 2, collide. Top 2 have collided. Champion Addict. Oh, Michelangelo struggling. Oh my god, Tough Kev's gone off. And cars going off everywhere here. Another car went flying off into the gravel. Didn't quite see who that was. Michelangelo was fell from first technically to 16th. Les Paul takes off with Winchester. Bloody hell, what the fuck went on there? He'll come up with 8th position in his RRL debut, just in front of Tough Kev. Looks like these two are going to have a bit of a battle here. And the Force India of Kaninch has found himself in 6th position all of a sudden. Great stuff in Notorious. Oh, we got Tough. We got Cookie. And there's cars going off everywhere here. This has been very, very scruffy. Hey, look, this has been a scruffy first lap, it must be said. But I think almost all the runners are still going. Going to get up to the front of the field, I believe it. And look, Tough Kev's gone miles wide. Kev's gone miles wide. Got to watch out when he rejoins. He does very nicely. We've got, there's Michelangelo in the background. Where the fucking hell is he off? Thomas Halo pits. Oh dearie me, that's not the best of starts. Beer, we know about Beer's defending. And Turtles is, what the fuck is going on? So many up and down positions. Biddy and Kaninch battling in the 2 Force Indias. And Beer, Kaninch, these two have raced in the same league. Kaninch, watch yourself, buddy. Gotta watch out here. And look at this Wise Dog all over the back of Beer here. He's going to go for the move. Beer's gone for the move. Beer went for a dive. And he's hit Kinninch. Beer down the inside of Kinninch and hit Kinninch. Oh dear, that was a lunge. That was a lunge. Beer has took Kinninch out. Seeing the two guys collided into the wall. Oh dear, Kinninch's season starts as awfully as the other one ended. Goodness me. Carnage on lap 2. 4th position battle I will do, mate. In fact, I think I got there. Big Shoe and Wise Dog. Nice move there, Big Shoe. It's not over yet. Oh, goodness me. Bit more room. Big Shoe's lost half a wing. Wings off everywhere, folks. Cookie. Oh my god. Oh, we got a spinner. Kev's in the wall. Kev's in the wall. Beer and Kebab is still going around. I believe he's got a bit of damage front right, but this is Kev. Wise Dog, Big Stew still side by side. Epic battle. Big Stew has done the business. Big Stew is up into 7th position. We're going to go on board with Addict. He's still, even though he had that crash off of Michelangelo, he'd definitely come out on top, you would think. Further down, Notorious alongside Toto. Cookie just in front of him. You've got to watch out here. Will Notorious stop in time? He did. Good move there by Notorious. Up into 10th position. Goodness me. Beer, Kev, Kinninch, all pit. Oh, what a start that is. What a mental start. And Toto's gone for a dive at Notorious. That was naughty. That was silly. They need to all calm down a little bit here. This is a little bit too aggressive. Addict. Out of the shape that he's following ours at. This is kind of crazy. Everyone needs to just take a deep breath, it seems. We're going to watch Addict now. Another battle going on here. Cookie has caught Wise Dog. See what Cookie can do. Goodness gracious me. Dios mio. Wow, not really the best of starts. Do you know what? I'm almost going to agree with you here. Biddy's having a really, really good outing. In fact, he's overtook Owsat. Biddy up in a 5th. Good call there, Doctor. Let's see how it pans out. Nobody is infallible for making mistakes, as we've seen. Toto pits in. As we said, dodgy move there by Toe. Didn't really need to make it on Notorious. This could be survival of the people who haven't changed their wing. See in the background there, Paul 2K just doing his thing in the background. So if Addict, I think Addict and Owsat may have had a bit of a coming together too. Oh, no, sorry, I'm looking at a different incident. Goodness gracious, bloody me. Yeah, I know what you're going to say, man. Tom Saylor sets the fastest lap. He's currently running in 12th position, 24 seconds behind. 24 seconds behind. Turtles is catching Les Paul, and Winchester's done Les Paul. Winchester takes the lead of the Italian Grand Prix. This equal cars race is going to determine who gets what car for the next week. And the top 3 seem very, very much nose to tail at the moment. Will Les Paul, Winchester Turtles, these are the 3 that have escaped, it would seem. Notorious and Cookie in the background. These 2 are battling like hell. I think Notorious actually overtook Cookie there. Very, very, like I said, a scrappy start. We're going to get on board now with Les Paul, who has to obviously attack. He's going to be focusing on attacking Winchester, but he can't forget about Turtles behind. As My League is currently on the way, the GP1 race has just started. Oh, Turtles, Jesus Christ. Late braking there. I wouldn't say late braking, I think he just kind of got caught up in the dirty air and the braking was a little bit... Oh, but how's that bloody Nora? So much to catch up on, so much to keep up with. And Wise Dog and Notorious are now battling here. Cookie in 10th position. And we've got a battle going on for 14th with the newcomer Beer. Running with Michelangelo. Let's see what Michelangelo can do. He's one of the... He, of course, was 2nd on the grid. Battling back here down from 15th. He did fall right to the back, but obviously with people crashing out, this is obviously where we're going to look to in order to do things. We're going to crash to sector 2. Owsat's gone off. Owsat's gone off. Oh my god, he's spinning everywhere. Jesus Christ. Owsat doing an Owsat. Michelangelo's about to go for Beer. Michelangelo, this should be a simple move if he's got it the right way. Good move there by Michelangelo. Nice and clean. Michelangelo 14th been relegated to 15th position. Any other battles going on in the race at the moment? There is still a 3-horse race at the front. Winchester, Les Paul, And Turtles, you cannot forget Addict in the background, 4th position of course, our reigning champion. I don't think I've ever seen Addict win an equal cars race. Obviously I've raced with him in 2 of them I think. And I know he had problems in both actually, saying that, but Lesbo is now going down towards the first corner. It's Barry Anti-Alta, forgive me if I'm incorrect there. Lesbo goes for a move. Winchester, oh, it's 2. It's like everyone seems to just have no patience in this race. It just seems that there's moves that wouldn't happen in the latter stages of a championship. Everyone's trying to obviously get one up on each other. But let's have a look at, obviously you've got guys like Kaninch, of course, him and Bear had that collision earlier on. Bear went down the inside, hit Kaninch into the wall. But these are basically the surviving runners at the moment. I think it's down to Paul 2K, who haven't really had any major incidents. Addict got away with his with Michelangelo. Thomas Halo, of course, gets promoted up into 11th position due to Alzat's pit stop. So this is going to be quite interesting to see where Alzat comes out. Let's have a little look here. Michelangelo is going to clear him. Beer clear Alzat. Yes, he does. So Tough Kev will be the one chasing Alzat down. We're going to go back up to the front, battle for 3rd position. Or 1st, it seems, of course, forgive me. So we've got there Winchester, Les Paul, and Turts. Alzat's got Beer back. What's happened there? Alzat, I think, made a lunge at Beer here. Beer was not having a very good race, it seems. He's just been involved in the wars at every turn, every facet of the race so far. And here we go, we've got a battle at the front. Battle at the front. Here comes Les Paul. Winchester won't give him any quarter, I don't think. Oh, goodness me, what's wrong with this Turts? Have a look at Turts, and Winchester's lost 2 places. Turts moves up into 3rd position. Addict 4th, Biddy 5th, Big Stew 6th, and Notorious and Wise Dog side by side down the main straight now. This is full of action, this Grand Prix. Notorious takes 7th position. Obviously, Alzat's crashed, promoted him up into 8th position, of course. And Turts is still over the back of Les Paul. We're going to go back up to the front here. And Turts actually did hit the grass. So Turts has hit the gravel on the left-hand side. You can just see it fading off his tyres now, which is going to give Winchester a huge shot. Fuck my life, it's just happening everywhere. Remember, these guys have got DRS as well, so when he's got DRS on Turts, Turts also has it on Les Paul. That may very much save him. Very well save him, sorry, let's get my grammar right. When he's just going to have to be patient. So here we go. Battle for 2nd place. Les Paul seems to have escaped this for the moment. Oh, Turch can't go back across the race line. Come on, guys, seriously. Come on, though. I reckon so. No, I do think so. On Wise Dog and Cookie, I think Cookie's got Wise Dog. He has going into Parabolica. I'm going to go back on board with Winchester. He's going to have a run on Turts here. Will he be able to get the move done? Turts comes across. Oh my, calm down, guys. Come on. Just makes the move. He's in 2nd position. When he keeps it calm, clean, Turts down to 3rd. So we've got Wise Dog here behind Cookie. Will Wise Dog have got Cookie? You wouldn't have thought this in this season, would you? But Wise Dog just follows Cookie through. Any mistakes, folks, will of course be able to promote people high up the order. Tough Kev. There's Beer with Kaninch following him, so we're on board with the battle for 15th position, or 14th, sorry. Alzat leading Tough Kev now. Biddy will definitely come into play a bit later on. Biddy, Big Stew, Notorious, Cookie, Wise Dog and Paul 2K, the guys who haven't actually pitted in this race, I believe. I'm just going to double check that. Nope, they haven't. So the top 10 haven't pitted. Tough Kev gets the fastest lap. Of course, he's some way down the order, fighting quickly for 14th. No retirements actually yet, which is quite an achievement. Turts hasn't given up on 2nd place either. We'll go flick back up here and look at this here for Turts. Down towards Parabolica, he's not going to make the move. Is he going to, you might as well just wait. Addict all of a sudden, because of this battling, has been brought into the podium battle here. And just so sure with his line, but remember now this is a humongous straight up fire. Oh, you did call it there maybe a couple of dive bombs. It's been 1 or 2. So is he going to go for a form of switchback when he will hit the curb? And Turts, the opportunistic Turts, draws alongside, just after Barry Anti-Alta, comes flying through now towards the 2nd chicane, round the long right-hander. Goodness me, no collision, go on, are they going to pull it off? There's still something. Oh, Turt's backs out of it. I believe. Yeah, he does. Great driving by Winchester. Not backing down. Turt's not backing down either. Had to back down, of course, because he ran out of room. Big Stu pits in. I believe that'll be to sort out his wing. Thomas Hill, of course, moves up. Toto is not going to catch Big Stu at this particular facet of the race. Fascinating battle for second place. Yeah, me lunged up the inside of Kinich and the two of them at the wall Kai, basically. So here we go. We've got Turts and Winchester. Very, very scruffy start. There's about 4 or 5 separate incidents which kind of all implicated everybody. There's been a lot of kind of lunges which you kind of put down to first race jitters, wouldn't you? But other than that, aye. So Winchester second. You see Lesbo, he has taken off. He has to. I believe this is going to be a battle in the end between Lesbo and Addict, but of course you can't cut out Winnie and Turts, of course. We know about Addict's tyre saving. He pretty much won him with the championship, of course, last season in the end. Able to go longer on his tyres and faster, and Les Paul also. So this is going to be an intriguing start to the season. Les Paul leads. Winchester second, Turtles third, Addict fourth, Biddy fifth, Notorious in sixth after Big Stu's pit stop, Cookie in seventh, Wise Dog in eighth, Paul 2K having a really steady, slow and steady, wins the race, drive in ninth, Thomas Halo doing well to recover in 10th, Big Stu in 11th position. He has pitted, of course. Ignore that he is on the soft tyre. Toto Wolf in 12th position. Michelangelo 13th after getting up to the lead of the race. Him and Addict had an altercation at the start. Owzat in 14th. Tough Kev 15th. Beer 16th at Kinich. Rounding out the field so far after the incident with Beer, of course. The two of them being relegated to the back of the grid. Right, so I'm going to say, Notorious is gone. Notorious gone. How the fucking piss flops he done that? Oh, you know it, he stacked it off the gravel. Notorious, our first casualty of war. Oh, dearie me. No safety car, of course, folks, until it gets properly fixed. So Notorious has stacked it, he's gone. Oh, it's a shame. Notorious running really, really well in 6th position it was. And look, Addict round the outside of Turts. Brave, brave move. Awesome move there. Gets the job done. Addict, bully, well, not even bullies, just basically says, fucking get out the way. He's moving on up the field. He sees Lesbo. And look at this, Wise Dog and Cookie. Wise Dog Cookie battling here for 6th position. Wise Dog on the outside of Cookie. The two of them have a little mini touch. They're still side by side going down the main straight. Side by side around Parabolica, and Cookie maintains 6th position. Cookie, fuck no, Cookie over to, I can't remember which one was which. Holy moly. Let's pause away, 3 seconds now. It's going to be Addict versus Winchester. See what happens. Will Addict be able to do his thing? Biddy with a 3-second penalty, multiple warnings. Biddy still, remember, he's way ahead of Cookie though. Biddy's absolutely fine for that at the moment. He's stuck on. Oh, what the fuck have I done? Yellow flag 6-2, I believe. Ooh, and Cookie's off. We missed it. That will probably be an incident with Wise Dog. More incidents. Paul 2K is just Cookie in the wall, and that's his wing gone. Oh dearie me. Oh dear, dear. Cookie, oh my goodness me. It's been a shambles. He comes right back on in front of Thomas Halo. Watch out, watch your step here, folks. Halo manoeuvres his way. Paul 2K offers and finds himself in 7th place. Michelangelo, 3-second penalty, multiple warnings. Michelangelo and Toto all side by side there. Michelangelo has caught toe. And Paul 2K's. Speaking of the devil, Paul 2K's just gone off. Fuck my life. But I said there's fucking grey stuff, guys, use it. But you know, it's obviously, you know, speak of the thing. Turts pits, so Turts is one of the first guys to pit, and we got a yellow flag in sector 3, and that was Cookie again. What in the fucking world is happening with Cookie? I believe Michelangelo has got past Toto Wolf in the ensuing madness. What is going on here tonight, folks? There's going to be some serious inquest after this race. I'm having words with a few people, I think. I could nothing to do with me, you know, but so I'm bringing this to you, and these guys are driving like psychos. So Paul 2K pits in, as does Cookie. Last season was almost so much cleaner, wasn't it? It just seemed, anyway. I was at Tough Kev, Beer, Kinich, all move up. So Addict is still hunting down Winchester. Paul Winchester predicted to pit on lap 14, Addict 22. So Addict's going for a one stop here. Beer gets a 3-second penalty, multiple warnings. That's from a chicane. He's come out. Well, Tough Kev's right in front of him actually. It's all about the first race, just getting it nailed, getting it completed. Obviously, Notorious is the unlucky soldier at the moment who's going to be in the slowest car. Not going to be a happy race 2. Cringe gets a 3-second penalty, so that negates everything that he got on Beer then. So, goodness me, it's going to be a case of just watching out on that. Is a hell of a line from Addict through that corner. Winnie potentially not really feeling the pressure too much at the moment, but he has got Addict in his mirrors. Biddy is up in 4th position. Doctor called it very, very nicely when he turned around and said that Biddy would come into play a little bit later into the race, but of course it all depends what everyone else is doing. Would you really want to risk running medium tyres around this track? Me personally, I probably would, to pull off the one stop. You will lose a fuck bucket load of time, but you know, at the end of the day, you might as well go for it. So as you see here, Winchester now feeling the pressure, runs a bit wide. Addict's going to be able to get a run towards us, down towards Ascari here. So Addict on the back of, not even on the back of, he's drawn alongside Winchester, going down towards Ascari. Pulls to the outside. I think almost Winnie almost let him through, almost in a way there. We've got a bit of a lag jitter. Hopefully that's nothing wrong with my connection. Fingers crossed. But Addict did pull off the move. A fantastic move down the straight towards Ascari. Beer, Kaninch and Tough Kev, this is an interesting battle. Guys have all been involved in incidents so far in the Grand Prix. Kev, of course, had a separate incident. Beer and Kaninch both kind of collided with each other. Beer went for a lunge, as we mentioned, down into this corner coming up, turn 4. So we will watch what happens here. Tough Kev 12th, Beer 13th, Kaninch 14th. Good line there for Beer. Kaninch had a little bit more of a scruffy one, but managed to hold it very nicely out of the exit. So here comes the battle for 12th position. We're currently on lap 14, folks. All the race leaders are on lap 14 out of 53, just over a quarter distance now. So we are going to be going, of course, the whole distance here. Probably going for a fag about midway through the race, about 26, 27, if there are no incidents. And if Baby wakes up, I'll go and see to her, which means I'll be away for about a minute or two. Right then, so Kaninch goes, what big, rolled the curve a little bit too, very aggressively there. Kaninch in the background doing his thing as well. So, what else can we say? Cookie and Paul 2K so far down the order at the moment. Oh, goodness me. Bless you. We've only got here 5 guys who haven't pitted, so 5 drivers who have not actually made any proper incident yet. And Beer and Kaninch, will Kaninch be able to get Beer here? This is going to be interesting to see if he can actually make it down, make the move stick. Kaninch pulls to the inside, he's got the room, he's going to go for it here, Beer. To the room, Beer bounces across the curb. Kaninch there gets through, he's up into 13th position. So let's have a little look now. So Beer, Kaninch made that move stick. Cookie, of course, is going to get fastest lap. He has so much time to make up. He was already 1 minute and 23 seconds behind the leader, who is actually following him on the track. In fact, he's following that much, he's literally on the back of him. Cookie there, and Lesbo is literally, as you see, coming round the first corner. Winchester pits. Winchester's given up the ghost in this particular stint. He pits in. What a start to this race. What a start to the season. Mental is probably one of the words for it. We've got second to crash, and Beer's crashed off. Beer's out. He's going to be absolutely delighted with that one. The same place where people crashed off in the actual qualifying session. Beer's debut ends in misery. The second car to fall foul. He certainly won't kite. To say my race was a lot. my SF1 debut was a lot less entertaining than this. It just basically drove my race and kind of did what I had to do. So down to 15 runners now. It appears to have all kind of separated out a little bit. Winchester's come out of the pits behind Turts. Turts, in that case, has jumped Winchester. Turts is up into a net second position here. Well, is it second? Net third, forgive me, because Addict, of course, overtook both of them before the pit stop. So here comes Winchester going down, flying now down towards the final, the second to last straight, going towards the Parabolica. The shaft, if we call it hyperbolic, we call it the shaft. So Winchester now clean line. He's going to be following Turts every step of the way. Lap 16 of 53, Lesbo leads, Addict in second position. Kind of almost roles reverse the way the championship ended. Biddy doing a fine job in third. Weinstock equally fine job in fourth. Turts and Winnie have pitted, so they'll be hauling Weinstock in. Thomas Halo, speaking of fine jobs here, Thomas Halo has had a fucking shit race. He's qualified last after crashing. And then an incident-packed start, of course, being done in the main pack. Very interesting, very intriguing. Got some notifications on the old book. Let's have a little look here. Just making sure there was no notification. We're actually going to go on board with Kaninch. He's caught up with Tough Kev. So Kaninch watches on. As we follow, we're on lap 17 now. The race leader's on lap 17. Oh, Kaninch gravels it. He's pushing a bit too hard. This has been almost a recurring feature and theme of this Grand Prix. Everybody just seems to be absolutely on edge. It's, I'd probably say the most relaxed people you'd have to say are, well, is Lesbo. It's one of them things, he just seems so relaxed, and safe to say, Big Stu as well. And of course Biddy, because I don't think Biddy's actually really been involved in any battle so far. He had a bit of a little mini tussle with Big Stu. He won out with that. See, I was up with 2.49 laps for what an aerial shot. That is a fantastic. Let's have a look here. He literally does this here. In fact, Bear has actually asked if he can come into co-commentary, so I think we'll be able to get our first ever kind of interview with RL, considering half of them still be fucking blocked. Cheers, lads. So, 15 remaining runners here as we're watching Alzat and Toto Wolf. Even though there's literally 3 battles going on here, I'm going to pay special attention to the Cookie and Paul 2K battle, because I think Cookie may have him here on the DRS. Let's watch as he goes through. So Cookie flying now down towards turn 1. As I'm going to call it the dive bomb race so far. I don't really care if it pisses anyone off. I call it as I see it. Cookie is running now. He's trying. Yes, actually, I'm surprised to actually get that move pulled off, but he's going to have a little long look around the outside of turn 3 if he can pull it off. Paul 2K. Oh my goodness gracious me! So Paul 2K and Cookie. Cookie's going on the outside of the chicane. Clean move, bit of contact again. Paul 2K. Fuck, Jesus Christ! Paul 2K down to 15th place down the last. Currently running. Oh dear me, how do you be? Alright, have you got your audio?
Hello.
What a fucking mess this has been. And Cookie's gone. Cookie's gone a huge
He's gone
what
the
the fuck is...
same place
me.
as me. Exactly the same place.
Absolutely. And Notorious as well. Oh no, I think Notorious did it earlier on the lap. But no comment about this, just watch it back. It's a fucking mess. Anyway, moving on, we've got to keep professional.
It's a tough race. Like just for me, just rusty as hell. Got caught in Pete's draft. There, literally where Cookie's car is. Tried
to
it looked
like he did a Dragoon dive bomb as well at the fucking first sector.
Oh, it was, yes. I did say you're more than welcome to give the place back, Pete. I think he just didn't hear that. But there you go. It's one of those things.
Thanks for coming in. It basically means I now can go for a cigarette without feeling guilty. You know what, man, I've just been chatting for a little bit. We've got Toto and Alzat still fighting. I would say it's been a mess. It's just been first race jitters, you have to put it as, but there's been dive bomb after dive bomb after dive bomb after dive bomb after dive bomb here. It's like, no, there's patience went out the window when God gave it out. But anyway, we'll move on from this. So we are currently here looking now at the battle. In fact, I'm going to move on at the battle for 5th position, because Turts and Winchester are still battling. They're holding Weisdog in as well, so this is about to become a 3-way battle. Don't get me wrong, even though I've been, kind of joking around saying it's been a race of dive bombs, there has been some really fucking good racing as well. But of course, just going to have a look at.
Tough Kev's just gravelled it. That's going to allow. These are the two I was battling with, Kev and
yeah, I was watching it. So Kev Gravels, we're going to get back on board with them too.
I think Pete's going to get him here. If you just watch his braking around the old parabolics, and then.
I've rechristened them, by the way, bro. It's now known as the hairy bollock and the shaft, leading up to it.
Everybody back in the shaft, right. Yeah, Pete's tucked in behind him there. Kev's gone defensive. Pete's gone defensive on the inside. Using that. Oh, he's just... Yeah, he's going to hold that. I think... it's touchy.
Collision.
Weird, touchy. And... he might get across back here. He's got to try and draft him.
Kinich just got this here. If he can just kind of hold the line, he does it very, very nice. Kinich moves up to the top.
Kev's just sitting behind him now. Maybe have a look. Yeah, see, Kev's got the right idea here. He's going to try and force him now.
Quickly leave the session, of
course.
To
the inside, get him under braking.
Kinich not running ABS.
I tell you what, I ballsed up, mate. During quality, I was running the tyre pressures too low. It was like I was stamping on the pedals and it wasn't happening. So I was really, tippy-toeing around the track.
We've got 3 horsepower to interrupt you, Base. Sorry about this. We've got 3 horsepower here. There's Wise Dog, and we've got Wise Dog. Turtle's going to go for a run at him towards the first chicane, which is barrier anti-alter. If it's not, bite me. Don't care what it is. So Turtles is going to have to go for the move. He's committed for it. He taps the side of Wise Dog. Quite heavily taps him, actually. He's got caught up behind him, so Turtles is going to hit the grass a little bit. Just run over the curve a bit too much. Winchester's all over the back of him. So we've got Winchester now hauling him in. Winchester and Turtles have been, well, to be honest with you, they're probably one of the only 6 drivers who haven't been involved in an incident in this race, and I'm really just to keep out of arm's length. So remember, these 2 are pitted. Ironically, we were talking about, of course, being in Belgium, talking about what will happen next season. You're looking at the top 2. It speaks volumes. Lesbo Addict, are we going to have another year of that? Obviously, you'll be getting involved in it, of course, depending obviously on...
Well, obviously we're going to have car allocations and whatnot, so that will rejig it to quite a good degree.
Oh, well, with the retirement, I bet you're dreading what you're going to be getting.
Well, I don't mind really. How it comes really.
Key to it is, mate, just finish every single race and don't get McLaren or Belgium.
Qualified, all right. Got myself at the 7th though, but then I got a tap from behind.
We've got a battle here.
Look at
Winchester Turtles.
Is that
Winchester and Turtles.
Going to have a look at the outs? No, he's going to back off there.
So inside, but Turtles has lost his wing. Turtles has lost a bit of his wing.
Yeah, there's a bit of contact between Turtles and Wise Dog there, I think, wasn't there? Yeah,
Biddy pits in. Biddy is a real threat in this Grand Prix, may I point out.
He's on a wheel. He's got his new wheel sorted out, so he's got some real pace
3
now.
wide. Winchester's going to try it. No, he's not. He's backed out of it, but that means Turtles is going to get a real run at Wise Dog this time, much better than the last lap. Will he be able to do it? Let's go to Turtles really quickly.
Good move there by Turtles. Yeah, now Wise Dog's going to be under serious pressure from Winnie now.
So Winchester is going to be there. He's going to try around the outside, going around 2 and 3, heading down towards chicane of 4 and 5. Biddy does, of course, come out of the pits. He's going to come out in about 9th position, I believe.
He's got the lines. He's going to do him under braking. Yeah, he's got him. I think he's going to yield there. Good move. Yeah.
Good driving by Wise Dog.
He saw he was beaten there, so he gave him the room to get the job done. That was good driving.
Now we're going to stay on board with Biddy for a few minutes as well, just because... Oh no, we're not, because we've got a battle between Toe and Owlsat. These 2 have been battling quite heavily. Owlsat, of course, doing as a customary spin-off at every moment possible, driving earlier on in this race, which I was thoroughly entertained by. But of course, he seems to have kind of calmed down a little bit again now. Kinich, of course, has got Tough Kev. Kev hasn't found an answer for him, and Paul 2K, who just seems not to really be having the best race.
Well, Kev's on old... It's fair to say Kev's on older tyres than Kinich, because Kinich pitted the same time I did on lap 3 after an incident.
I think Kev pitted in on lap 2, I believe it was.
He lapped end of lap 1 he went in. He made contact with somebody.
Big shoe, Biddy's got big shoe.
Biddy. Yeah,
Biddy's actually got big shoe before the end of the braking zone to the DRS towards Ascari. So great run by Biddy there. He moves up to 8th place. Biddy is on the absolute fucking frog march at the moment, so he's on his way.
Yeah, I think he was saying he's on the wheel now, and it's really helping, and he's certainly showed a turn of pace tonight. He was very quick in qualifying.
I know Biddy, he was on the wheel. I'm not sure if he's kind of got a new one or not. I know he was always on a wheel of sorts.
And I think he's got a new one or something. One of the guys was saying it was a new wheel.
Owlsat's got more than death.
I took one off the bucket list tonight though. On my debut race, I was pole position in RRL for about 10 seconds.
I was watching it, man. A Wolf Hunter, I don't actually know who you are, so forgive me, I'm not going to join parties when I don't know who you are. And Toes ran wide at the first chicane. He's going to have to back off. He did actually get a penalty for that, which is probably because he respected the fact that he did go wide and he braked. He almost came to a standstill, which you have to do, and then go over one of the curbs and go around the other one. That's kind of the way that works in this game. But Toto holds on to Owlsat. Owlsat's going to be all over the back of him still. So the battle now is for 10th, and the top 2 pit together, Beer. Lesbo and Addict are pitting together, and they're on the same strategy, and Owlsat's all over the back of Toe still.
Yeah, it's a close battle.
Of course, Monza, quite a slow pit lane, quite a quick pit stop, but of course a long line. Oh, how's that gone off? How's that? Jesus Christ! How's that nearly binned it? And Winchester's got Tails here. Winchester goes past Tails on the
switching from side to side. So you got to draft him and then do him under braking, pull out to the inside now. I think Wynn's got.
Winchester's got it.
Yeah.
Addict's just come out in front of the two of them, so Addict, of course, was battling with these two earlier in the race, of course. So he has managed to jump the pair of them, and of course they are on. I think Winchester and Tails probably will need to pit again. Addict and Lesbo will most likely be going to the end.
It's a two-stopper tonight. Biddy might do a one-stop possibly.
I tell you what, I think it's a one-stop for the top two. They went 22. They went 22 laps on the super soft tyre.
Yeah, they're going to struggle on that, mate. What lap are we on now?
23.
23 out of 53, so still got 30 laps to go, isn't there?
Well, they should probably be alright, I'm assuming. I know it did say, I think if we go on to Addict, yeah, apparently they're not pitting in again. According to the pit window, they are not coming back in.
Yeah.
So very, very interesting. Thomas Halo, can I just say, he's absolutely thrown it in, Tom. He had an absolute mare of qualifying, blew up in the first lap he did, his outlap. And then all of a sudden, he crashed off at the first lap as well, into the pits. And he's managed to put himself back into 6th position, so it's all a case of getting your head down, shut the fuck up and get along with it, I guess. But Winchester has actually caught Addict up by quite a bit, which is quite a surprise. So we're going to keep on board with them, and there's loads of lag there, so I'm going to move back to Turtles.
Yeah, Winnie was lagging, and Kev was lagging as well, a little bit, but Winnie particularly.
Hopefully not so much as to impact the race. Bit of a gap now between everybody here.
Oh, I don't think so.
Introduce some beer, of course. Might as well ask you, beer. Might as well get the interview done. We've got fuck all else going on at the moment. Well, for the moment, of course. So, of course, how did you find the race went for yourself? Obviously, I know it's not really the best ending, and obviously a couple of.
No, it was difficult. I'm just really rusty. The quality was fine. Got some decent pace out of that. I think I qualified 10th. I think it was solid. It was close. I mean, there was about I was only 8 tenths off the pole, so I was quite happy with that. But I struggled in the race. So I haven't done 100% in a long time, or even distance race. So I'm not used to heavy fuel loads.
Your last one was with this man, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it just felt like the car didn't want to brake. So the brake pressures were wrong. So I really struggled here through the Ascari bends. It was really hard. A couple of times I thought I'd lost it when I didn't. But yeah, it's hard. But
you didn't realise when you lost it because you just recovered in hospital and you carted into the commentary room.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing with Pete, obviously, he did make a bit of an aggressive move down the inside, but hey ho, you know, it's racing, it's not Boy Scouts, so you know. But yeah, I was following him, and I just caught his draft to go around Lesbo too. The car just didn't want to turn. Of course, when it did start to turn, I tried to correct it, and it was just going from side to side. And I was like, oh, I'm going to hit a wall here, I just don't know which one.
I stopped first pit stop. Just to kind of while you were talking, I was made another mistake there, and Knight just now all over the back of him pretty much. Put himself within a second there. Kev's
pitted as well, so that's he wants to get some fresh tyres, see if he can clear Knight then when Knight comes in for his stop. And put some fast laps in there.
The so up in the air at the moment. Biddy, by the way, gets wise dog. That's what we knew he had him anyway. So that's interesting.
I tell you what, to be fair, Pos, if the leaders do end up doing a one stop, that's outstanding. I don't know if they're on wheels or not, I really don't know, but that's outstanding tyre control because I estimated, qualified on the supers, I estimated I wasn't going to get any more than a dozen laps out of that first set, and these guys only just recently pitted off their
lap
supers.
22.
So yeah. I was looking at a two-stopper minimum. I was going to run super softs and the yellow wall tyre, the soft tyre, and back onto the supers again.
I'll tell you, one person's had a pretty good race compared to last season. Big Stu doing alright at the moment, currently running in 7th position. Oh,
yeah,
that's by control legit in it. But Wisedock, however, is all over him now with fresh super soft tyres. Big Stu just needs to hold it. He's on. Yeah.
I've been told by the man himself, I must call him Wise Dog, not Wise Guy. So, not Wise Guy, definitely Wise Dog. So, for anyone listening, I'm not going to call him Wise Guy.
Oh, Big Shoot just blocking off the attack route there of Wise Dog. So,
now Les Paul is just pulling away from Alex a little bit. A couple of tenths here and there. You know, the gap was
1.2 seconds since the pit stops. I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, but since the pit stops, he's just moving away a little bit now. A couple of tenths, 10 feet sector, nothing huge. Right, Thomas Halo's pitted.
But he's overtaken Thomas Halo, that's a key move.
But no, Tom's just pitted. Tom
Halo's
will
going to be coming
come out in front
Halo's
of
going to be coming
Stu.
out just behind these dudes. No, he's not. Stu's got him.
Oh, Stu's got him, and Weisdog might have him as well. Yeah, now that's going to hurt Tom a little bit, Thomas, there, because I think he might be hoping to clear these two. Oh, and now what was that?
What happened there?
Went wide.
Wide, I was about to say, just kind of.
One, which
I went back. I went back to the battle behind.
Out of my 17 laps, I think I went wide and turn one 16 times. It was horrible. Couldn't get it right.
Notorious, of course. The first casualty of the new season.
Yeah.
Did crash off at this corner where Alzat currently is. And Alzat with a hell of a run, but of course Toto is notoriously difficult to get past. So we do now have half distance completed as of now, ladies and gentlemen.
Kinic has made good ground here because these two were Toto and Alzat. Well, Alzat was about 6-7 seconds up the road from Pete when I crashed. So Pete's made good ground here to catch him. Pete's on the
ground. He's going to go for Ascari. Is he going to go for it? No, I don't think he will. He's just going to kind of keep it in line. Remember, someone else who's had an absolute terrible end to the race, it would seem, or start of the race, was Michelangelo, who of course did get up into first position. Him and Addict had an altercation, which of course is all visible on the stream. You guys want to check it out, of course. It is there for your viewing pleasure.
I'll tell you what's a hard corner is where Tom and Weisdog have just Tom and Alzat have just gone through. Sorry, Pete and Alzat have just gone through because the parabolic, it's horrible when you're following a car because it just wants to throw you wide. It wants to throw you off the track.
Kinic pits, so potential damage here is there. Let's have a look. But Alzat has overtaken Toto finally.
I think it's a standard stop for Pete. I think. Yeah, standard stop onto the soft to be going to the end now. We're going to the end on those times. Yeah, 26 laps to be fine on those. Now, that's the battle. Kinic and Pete, Kev. Did Kev clear him? It's
he's nowhere near, mate, I don't think.
No, Pete's come out in front. He's comfortably in front.
Nowhere near.
3 seconds, 2 seconds.
You see the race leader, Lesbo, in the background.
Big lock up there.
Toto, Alzat, and Michelangelo now has a little crack. He's become the fabled 11th position guy behind Toto and Alzat. I mean, Toto did have a very, very dodgy moment with Notorious earlier in the race where he did stick it up the inside of him going into the corner where that Notorious ironically crashed turn 4 and 5. Like I said, it was a really dodgy start to this race. It seems to have calmed down a bit now. Winchester's got Turtles. Let's have a look here.
Leads up into third.
Move's not done yet. Move isn't done yet. Turtles keeps it on the inside, going round turn 2, going towards turn 3. He will get the inside line.
Takes it back again. And there,
bloody hand is starting to really kill. Oh, bloody hell, it's Thomas Halo fastest lap, 1 minute 24.327. Not the main story at the moment, Winchester.
These two. I think Winnie should have it under braking. Yeah.
He did. Winnie got it. That was a long haul.
Yeah, he had the
line. 5-corner move there by Winchester. Took him 5.5 corners to get.
Basically. Now, just to let you know, because you probably wouldn't know this, or the viewers, quite a few of the drivers, what they've done for this season, they've turned at least 1 assist off. They're trying something new.
Kinic did let me know. Oh, Toto spun it. Toto spun it. Jesus Christ, he's gone through polystyrene blocks. Holy moly.
The reason why I crashed is I decided to turn my TV off. It didn't work.
That's one big assist. Probably might help you a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I have to remember that. Oh, Kev's all over the back of Kinic now for 13th, 14th. Kev both on fresh tyres, but Kev's on the quicker tyre. Kev's on the supers, whereas Pete's on the softs.
And Big Stu and Weisdog open up their battle again. Battle for 7th position. Weisdog, Big Stu. This is where this is going to be going down for the moment. Turtles are still sort of within the vicinity of Big Stu as well. And that was like Michelangelo down in towards the entrance of Ascari. Nice move there by Michelangelo, up in a 9th position, trying to almost make this a damage limitation race. Going to get a pretty good car, Michelangelo. Admitted the person who's last to finish does get a Mercedes car as of the second race of the season, which, to be honest with you, I haven't got my table up, so I can't fucking tell you how professional is that. I did have it up before, I have no idea where the fuck it's gone. So Kinic is currently in 13th, Tough Kev 14th. Michelangelo's left ours up behind, and we are going to basically just hang fire with the battle for 7th position. In fact, Bear, what I'm going to do, let me know a battle you want to watch, bro, because of course it is now time at the time of the night where cigarettes do get lit, may I say.
Well, the thing is, I'm not watching your stream. I'm still in the lobby, you see, so I can pick any car I want, but I just won't be able to see what you're seeing.
Then I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll try and find the best battle.
Weisdog, yeah. Weisdog and
I'll follow these two.
The closest on track.
Pause back in 1 minute.
Click through. Anyway, viewers, yeah, there you go. So now the main commentators. You never leave the driver in charge of a commentary booth because now we're going to go to town. No, just kidding. Yeah, and Kev's past Kinich, just to keep you in the picture there. I think actually Kinich made a mistake and he's dropped already 2 seconds back. Wise Dog and Stu, well, there's the battle there at the moment. Wise Dog in the. What's he in tonight? Is he in the 40s? I can't see what that is. It's McLaren, isn't it? The shitty orange car, followed by the even shittier banana car. I think here Wise Dog might just sit behind fastest lap by Thomas Halo 123.8. He's really motoring. His Turtles is pitted, so that allows Thomas to go up into 4th. Wise Dog now is just drafting Big Stu. Really look to make a move at the inside. He's a long way back as Turtles comes out the pits there. But no, I think Stu's okay here. Patience game, of course. Now though, these two guys are going to be under pressure from Turtz, who has been showing more pace, and now Turtz obviously out on a brand new set of tyres. He is on the soft tyres, so he'll be going to the end. Whereas Wise Dog and Stu, I think, well, I'm not sure if they might have to pit again. I'm not entirely sure. I think Wise Dog will have to pit again. He's asking a lot to take these supers to the end. Further down the field, Toto's pitted to make his final stop. He's coming out on the super soft tyres, brand new tyres. It should be able to do 22 laps on those. Now it looks like Kinich has pitted. I think what happened was Kinich went wide. I think lost a half a wing, which has made that unexpected pit stop. So now he's basically lost 20 seconds to where he wanted to be, I think. Well, I'm looking at the screen. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a driver. But at the top, Lesbo now got a 5.5 second gap over Alex. So Alex just clawing a couple tenths back here and there. So he's doing a good job there. When he's sat in 3rd place, but he's having an outstanding race actually in 4th. Tom Halo though is catching Biddy in 5th. Big Stu's in 6th, still battling Wise Dog. Mike Lanslow's pitted again. Now that's 2 stops in the space of 2 laps. So
he's got wing damage.
He's had an issue somewhere.
That's
going to allow Tough Kev to move up closer to Michelangelo when Michelangelo comes out of the pits. It'll be interesting to see how close those two are. Yeah, Tough Kev's gone through. Oh, that's really hurt.
Michelangelo's had to go mediums
as well.
He's had to go mediums. He's run out of tyres.
I think that's what's happened. Yeah, that's why he's had to make the 2nd stop.
Oh no, he lost half his wing. He came with half a wing.
Yeah. Well, why is he going to mediums then? That doesn't make sense. He could run supers. He wouldn't have used both. He wouldn't use supers and super softs. Not all of them. Doesn't make that.
I think he's got 1 set of supers left. Potentially, maybe go for a splash and dash at the end.
Yeah, but
second 2. What's happened? That's gone. Oh my god, that's a crunch. Oh my god, that's a thing. Oh, how the hell's he done that?
Unusual call there, to be fair.
Why has he got 1 left yellow tyre and 1 red tyre? That's probably why he crashed.
Yeah, Turtles pitted, but now, of course, as I mentioned, whilst we have the cigarette break, Turtles is now going to be putting Wise Dog and Big Stu under a lot of pressure.
He would be broke, but I think he's had an incident himself.
He's had an incident. He's
lost
just
half his wing.
That's where the yellow sector is. Yeah, that's the yellow sector. It's the Ascari. It's the Lesbo 2 again. It's caught so many people out, including yours truly tonight.
Yeah, that was that.
It's such a tricky corner.
A double yellow foot. I mean, to be honest, if safety car was turned off, Big Stu makes a mistake.
Big Stu makes a mistake. Safety car's turned off. Oh.
Yep. Fully informed already.
It's really happening.
Wise Dog has got him. Wise Dog is up into 6th position now.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me. I'm just looking down to see where the battles are. Well, of course, there's a lot of points up for grabs tonight still. Everyone who finishes the race will score points tonight. So Michelangelo, what was tough? Was that Wise Dog there making a strange...
Wise Dog's in the Renault.
Whose car was that? No, I'm just looking, there was a Renault there, was driving very erratically.
Paul 2K then. He's nearly being lapped, by the way, now, Paul 2K, so let's
as I mentioned, Addict is starting to catch Les Paul again now.
Not really showed much.
And Thomas has now brought the gap down to 2 seconds between himself and Biddy. He's reeling in Biddy about 3 or 4 tenths a lap. This race is coming together quite nicely now.
Admittedly, I'll tell you one thing, Michelangelo won't need to pit again. Medium tyres, of course, have a big efficiency in this race. Around between about 7 to 8 tenths slower than the softs, so that's one of the reasons why.
The strange thing was he would have had at least one set of supers to put on, and he could have done 21 laps on them. He wouldn't. Driving on the mediums is just losing more and more time each lap. I don't know whether it's a strange one. I can't work that one out.
I guess he probably just didn't think he could make the supers last. I mean, it's obviously each individual driver has kind of independent tyre wear. You know that more than anyone.
I couldn't even get the buggers to go 12 laps. Well, courtesy of the new wing, they lasted 3 laps for me. Still, I did a one stop tonight.
We are on board. Yeah, one stop. That's the best one. One of the only 3 people to do so. Well, no, Notorious actually went. Notorious did a no stop.
Right, Tom is now just half a second. You want to get him that back between 4th and 5th?
Oh, I'm already on it, bro. I'm straight on it. Thomas Halo already coming down out of Ascari, running down the shaft towards the hairy bollock. Fuck, I'm still on it. So here comes Thomas Halo. Now this should be, but that if he just manages to get a better line.
This is a good exit. Yeah, he's got a good exit. He's right behind, but he's exactly where he wants to be.
Now,
I'm just
Biddy
sitting behind him
really
now.
strongly. He's going to have to go to the inside, Biddy. Now, the thing is, if Thomas goes to the inside, he'll have to clear the car, because if they go side by side here, the person on the inside going into turn 2 will have the advantage. Thomas Halo has done the business.
He's got that nicely done.
Fantastic. Thomas Halo up in the 4th position.
What he did was there, for people who don't follow Formula 1 or are not au fait with the game, what Tom did there was superb, because even at the inside line, as he went into the corner, he allowed his car just to drift across slightly. Then there was no chance for a switchback from Biddy. Biddy had to put the brakes on hard.
I'm going to basically turn around now and turn your attention here, Bit, to the 11th position battle. There's an intriguing reason why, because they're currently side by side, Toto and Paul 2K, but Addict is trying to lap the pair of them. So this is going to get very tasty very soon. Paul 2K is going to have to move out of the way of Addict, at least, and he does, I think, very nicely. Yep, he's let Addict go through. Yeah, Toto, what a brave move by Toto. So both getting blue flags, and Paul 2K does come into the pits during that incident as well. So Paul 2K does the right thing, gets firmly out of the way. He's going to go on for a set, I believe, of ultra soft tyre, or super soft, sorry, forgive me, super soft tyres, and we'll be going all the way to the end.
No, I'm not forgiving you. That's a commentary error. I'm not forgiving you for that, just kidding.
Kai's turned around and said, it's not better than the penis building in Baku. You will never get better than the horse cock building in Baku. There is no better building in the world. But Michelangelo's taking advantage of Toto getting lapped here. The perfect opportunity for him. So he's not going to be able to do it. Sector 2, we've got another crash in Sector 2. What's going on here?
Les Paul's gone. The leader's gone.
No, the leader's out. Oh no. Another one to full foul of turn 5. The leader is out. The race is Addicts.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, the way it's going, we might have to have the car allocation the following week, because there's going to be not enough finishes.
I think they'll judge it in who crashed last. I think that's kind of how it's going to work. That's how it used to work anyway.
Right, Big Steve's made his final pit stop.
He's gone on to the super soft tyre without a doubt. Can you believe Les Paul? Yeah. Just such bad luck. That's his first retirement since season 7, I believe, by the way, Les Paul. And what a bad time to have it as well, leading at Monza.
Stu's cleared in. That's again now. Stu's got to play catch up now, because Kev's cleared him and Kanich's is coming up rapidly.
I think Kanich, of course, with the ABS, you can see the brake disc glowing bright orange. But we're going to move on now to look at the battle between Michelangelo and Toto.
That's why I can. That's why I can give Pete a little bit of respite there, because when he ever took me, of course, he was running with no ABS, which he normally has on. So, you can understand why there was a lock up there and whatnot.
So, tell you what, there wasn't really much contact between the two of you as well. I mean, it was remarkably. You just don't have any room going in there. If you count on going, the two of you would have ended up fucking dartboarding the wall, wouldn't you? Phil Taylor would have been happy with you.
Basically, and I had to go off track. Oh, bloody hell! Pete nearly lost it at Lesbo too. He just held it.
That has claimed 6 cars since qualifying. Yep. 6 cars. Addict is just in dreamland at the moment, by the way. But you say that, but Winchester is hauling him in.
The reason why Lesbo 2 is catching so many people out, I think, is because the track temperature's high and people's tyre pressures are too high. The cars are sliding too much. I think we've all missed a trick there. We should lower the tyre pressures.
From what I know that a couple of the drivers do run lower pressure, but you can tell just watching. I mean, for example, Who's the nearest person? We're going to basically
Nice
go
bit of
wise
swervy,
dog.
nice bit of swervy there from Stu. But Pete's having a look at the
Yellow
inside
flag,
of
what's
the
going on?
brake.
Michelangelo's gone. Oh my god, that is a fucking humongous crash.
Oh, good defensive
Parabolica.
driving from Stu. So just watching
Get on
Stu
board
there,
with that.
defensive.
Michelangelo crashed off, by the way, in Parabolica. He's gone. Down to 11 runners.
No.
Huge run,
No,
ran a bit
right
wide,
there.
straight into the wall, reminding me, but yeah, I know obviously you're, no, I'm not going to use the word age or anything, but if you remember back in 1990, Derek Warwick going round basically upside down around the Parabolica.
Yeah, I remember
famous
that.
crashes ever.
I remember in 1890 where Mustafa Shag went off there as well. Like, you know,
Yeah,
so
man. I mean,
long time ago.
his horse didn't like him, and he threw the cart into the wall, didn't he? You know what I mean? So.
Was that 1790? I can't remember. I get confused with centuries. Anyways,
I think the wheel wasn't invented when he went round there. I think he went round there on Lego bricks.
That's six of us gone.
6 gone.
Wow.
Still a third of the race to go.
Now, I'm fascinated with this battle between 8th and 9th, between Stu and Knitch, because Stu is driving a really good defensive race here. At the last lap, turn 1, 2 and 2, Pete went up the inside and Stu did a beautiful switchback. Just put the car exactly where he needs to be. Pete didn't do what Thomas did. He let the car just drift over a little bit, blocking off the switchback.
Almost like a natural defence mechanism from a car, isn't it? Where they just kind of just push it over just enough, not to force you wide, but to kind of just give you that sort of feeling that you're, oh bloody hell, Knitch with the lock up there, lighting up the world. Michelangelo leaves. Goodness me, it's such a shame, really, that people are, just having bad races here, it would seem, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bless you. So Thomas Halo. Now it's not over between Halo and Winnie, especially not because Winchester's pitting. So it's definitely not. Well, it's definitely over between them two now. So Winnie will be going to the end after his pit stop.
Winnie's going to the supers, I would imagine. I'm not on his car, but I would imagine he's doing the supers. No, he's coming in now, and supers are going on.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, supers are going on. So he'll be looking to chase down Thomas now.
Big Stu runs wide at Lesbo 2. Here we go. Knitch has got a good run at him here. I think.
No,
do you know what's catching him out here?
Stu goes defensive. He should cover him here.
Ascari.
Yeah. Just middle of the road. Just stick that car middle of the road. Get a good exit out of Ascari 2, and he should be okay.
Oh, what an exit! Admittedly, he did ride the curve almost a little bit too aggressively, for one would seem. But however, the way he did it, he got such a good exit out of the. Obviously, rode the curve for the first part, which of course, even on strict corner cutting, doesn't give you a corner cut warning, so no illegality within that at all whatsoever. But coming out of Ascari 2, Stu's line was impeccable. 0.7 of a second bit he put on Knitch in that one corner exit. But it's not over yet.
Pete's too far back. I think he's too far back to do it into turn 1, turn 2.
It's going to be interesting. By the way, a doctor, of course, once he was in the stream, done a
one. Oh, Stu's went a bit wide there. Stu's went a bit wide. He dropped the back. The right rear in the gravel. I think he's just about going. He's gone defensive. He's had to go defensive. Pete's going to look at that. That's good defensive driving. Centre of the track. Give the car behind no room to go through. Good driving there.
It is literally centre of the track, isn't it? But then when you go towards the kind of corner, just get it right back onto the racing line as best you can. As long as there's no car there, it's not deemed as a kind of defensive move. Obviously we had a lot of problems, didn't we, Bear, when we were in the old league, where that was obviously deemed as an inverted comma bad move, but it's not a bad move simply because of the fact that you are simply going back to the race line. Biddy's pitted. Biddy pits.
I used to do it all the bloody time, mate. It's best way. Let the driver behind make the mistake.
Big Stu with a 3 second. Oh, Big Stu rode that. Goodness me! Do you know what? Actually,
didn't he?
No, he took the same line. He took the same. Sorry, he took the same line through Ascari 1. And Turt's overtaken Biddy, by the way. That's an intriguing one there. So Turt's just gone out in front of Biddy. So Biddy should be able to do it. But what I was going to say with that...
That'll be a good battle.
With, I almost lost my trail of thought. Oh yes, Big Stu's line mustn't have been legal because he did the same line again and got a corner cut warning for it.
Well, they go side to side now. Stu's got the inside line.
But Knitch just done him.
Blink under braking. Yeah, Stu had to back off
there.
That
went outside of turn 1.
He had to back off there. Went defensive.
It's not over yet though. Big Stu, of course, on the softer tyre. Will he be able to kind of keep up with Knitch?
Yeah.
You would assume so.
Stu's got a better exit. Again now, can Stu go to the inside, draft him, switch to the inside now? I think he's going to be too far back here.
Got another move here. We've got a battle, Turts and Biddy.
Yep.
Turts and Biddy. Biddy comes right on track. He needs to make sure his tyres are up to temperature. Luckily, it's a warm, hot, sunny day here in Monza.
It's a very hot day.
In fact, the 50 is kind of
You
running
can
my
see
already,
the,
so
you
it's all
can
good.
see the better grip that he's got. You can physically see going for the Ascari Benzer how much more grip that he's got.
I believe
depends
Turts
the
did use a
depends-
double set of super softs as well, so he's got no more supers available. Turts. This is these two to the end, from what I can see.
Yeah, it all depends now. See the better grip that he's got. What's he got in straight line speed? I don't know what downforces these two are running.
We'll find out now.
He's got the straight line speed. We'll find out. Turts has gone defensive. He's got the line. Biddy's going to have to do something spectacular now. Biddy's back out. Wise move there.
Just wait. Biddy, a veteran of 9. This is his 9th RL season now, by the way.
Just sit tight.
So, Biddy in his 9th, Turts in his 4th full season. So these guys are, of course, veterans of league racing, of course, as are we.
And Peter's not dropped Big Stu at all. Stu's still right
Big
in the
Stu's
mix
sticking
there,
with
right
him.
behind him. Yeah.
Pete needs to basically give Stu, he needs to put a second on Stu. That's all he needs to do. Because once you're out of the DRSE, you can begin to kind of motor and not concentrate on the cars behind you, barring not making any mistakes, of course. Let's run through now. So we've got 2 battles on the track, Turts and Biddy, Kaninch and Big Stu. Addict is currently 22 seconds ahead of Thomas Halo, but Thomas Halo up in 2nd place from 17th.
Tom's pitted. Yeah, he's pitted. He's just about to lose 2nd place because he's pitted.
The 3rd position. Thomas still a good drive.
In fact, he'll have to. He might drop. The Wise Dog's going to be close. Wise Dog's coming round.
It's going to be close between these two.
Parabolica. Of course, Tom will be on the quicker tyre.
How close will it be? And Wise Dog's got him. Surely to God.
Yeah.
Thomas isn't going to be up to
Yeah,
speed.
he's got him under braking. Yeah,
Wise Dog
that's
into the podium positions for Wise Dog, and Biddy now is on DRS on Turts. Big Stu, by the way, as we called it, Big Stu has dropped back from Kaninch, so this is the main battle on the track. Of course, Thomas Halo Wise Dog is going to be a huge one. Halo 3rd in the championship last season, of course. Wise Dog was just Mr. Ferrari in the end. He raced 10 races in a row in a Ferrari, which is a fucking enigma in itself, barring his one McLaren drive. Kev Pitts, why? Wing off, was it? Nope, this is a splash and dash beer. A splash and dash for Tough Kev. Do you know what? That is probably... Oh no, he's in a Mercedes. He's going to lose out to Toto Wolff here. If he was in a lower down the grid car, he might have done a bit better than what he might have got a bit better. He might have got out, sorry, a bit better than what he did. But we are watching Thomas Halo.
That's easy for you to say.
Oh, fuck me, man, it's fucking hard enough for me to get the words out, let alone fucking do it. Like, you know, Jesus.
Getting your words in a waddle. You know, do it all the time, mate.
Exactly, mate. You know, respect. Word.
Right, Tom's all over the back of Wise Dog now.
He's on Wise Dog now. This should be effortless, really, for Halo, shouldn't it? And you see, Biddy needs to get past Turts as well.
Tom's already done it once already in this race with a good overtake. He just needs he's done. Do you see what I mean about the
Wise Dog
draft?
Pitts. Wise Dog Pitts.
But do you see what I mean about the draft of Parabolica? How it tries to throw you out if you're right in close behind the car in front. I'd have a Tough Kev. It just wants to throw you off into the gravel.
You did go into the gravel. Michelangelo was the guy who really went into the gravel. He exploded around the outside of Parabolica.
Yeah.
So that promotes the 5th position battle up to 4th.
It just takes your downforce and flushes it down the toilet for about 2 seconds, basically.
Kaninch leads Big Stu 7th and 8th. Toto 9th. Tough Kev. There's going to be a couple of battles here, babe, before the end.
Yeah, that battle is
battles.
not over between Kaninch and Steele. I'm telling you, that battle is not over.
It's going to be interesting to see what Kev and Toto kind of get up to as well. 11 runners out of 17 running here, folks. We've got 11 and a half laps to go.
Yeah, Kev's on a fresh set of boots now. Biddy and Turtle still going at it.
Addict, by the way, is on course for a one-stop race.
Yeah, that's
Lesbo was also. Big Stu's got Kaninch. Big Stu's got Kaninch. He's done it.
Yeah. Pete's made a mistake, son, but no, Kaninch has gone back. They're side by side.
I think Big Stu went for the move at the inside.
Oh, was contact? Was there contact? Yeah, I'm not sure. Kaninch has got the place back again.
I don't think there was, you know. I think that was just really good, solid defensive driving by Kaninch there, just doing what he needed to do. Big Stu, you called it. I was about to say, well, he's 1.2 seconds back.
Oh, Pete's lost it.
He's out.
Pete's lost it. He's gone.
Out. He's gone.
He gravelled it. Guess what? Lesbo 2 again.
That's a 4th car to go there. Fourth car.
He dropped his left rear tyre on the curb and it just spat the car out. Exactly what happened to me.
We've had yourself beer. Cookie's gone there. How's that went there, Kaninch? Goodness me on my life. So now we've got one battle left on, well, 2 now, because Toto and Kev, how many people are going to fucking finish this race? Kev's gravelled it. Exactly. Kev's gravelled it out. Ascari won.
And
so
Paul,
we'll have to wait a bit for that battle.
Being so far Paul from being so far back suddenly finds himself he's a lap down. He's now in the top 10. He's won some good points tonight.
That's all you got to do, man. Keep it legitimate and keep it with
That's
where
it.
you
Just
need to
keep
be.
the car on the track and you'll score good points. Let the other drivers commit carry. You just concentrate on your race. You know what I mean?
Session. That is the 7th retirement. Still with just under 10 laps to go. Biddy is now still all over the back of Turts. He has to get Turts, doesn't he? Before his tyres begin to get some severe degradation before the end of this race.
I was going to say, Turts has done really well to keep Biddy behind him, considering the pace Biddy has shown during the race, and the fact he's now on a softer set of tyres, but he hasn't been able to clear him.
No, Turts really has come on leaps and bounds, especially since I was racing with him. He really has kind of matured into a top echelon racer. You know, he's now about part of that top group. Inside joke there with the missus. Biddy's got a great chance here. He's closer than he's been at any time now. He can have a good run here. He's drafting him. He needs to switch. Turts has gone defensive. Is Biddy going to have the balls to go for the move? You're going to have to clear him. He's going to have to clear him.
Do you know what? Well, obviously, Biddy's running too lower downforce. He hasn't got the straight lines. Oh! Now, what's the contact there? Biddy's got...
No.
Yeah, but no, the back end slid. I wonder if there might be a bit of contact between... Because they were literally...
hit the curb. Turts hit the curb and swerved out.
Well, it didn't look like
Biddy was just behind him. Yeah, Biddy, obviously with the full damage mechanism, you would see damage on Biddy's front wing. There's absolutely nothing on it. That was a clean mistake there by Turts.
It looked more like a two wheels rubbing together, right rear against left front. To be fair,
I know if Biddy was deliberate, then he would have given the place back, of course.
Oh no! I mean, the bottom line is there was no argy-bargies. I mean, even if there was a bit of contact, both cars were on track at the time, so it's all fair and love and war, really. You know what I mean?
So we've got
Biddy had to get the move done.
He's cleared him unconventionally.
But the problem is with Biddy. He knows in a straight line he hasn't got the speed, even with DRS. So I'd expect Turtles to come right back at him now. You know what I mean? I think Turtles looking to get his place back.
The deep end of this race now. Turts is struggling a little bit. And I must say as well, I believe... Let's have a look at Kev's wing. Turts has lost a bit of front wing again. If you have a look carefully, Turts, if you go onto the TV pod, Beer, look at the front right side, he's lost half of his wing.
He's lost an end plate. In fact, I think Biddy's lost an end plate as well.
I'm not sure if he has. Force India's wing looks like it's half fucking cut anyway, so I think that's probably the problem there. Yeah. Tough Kev, what a line out of Ascari too, by the way. I'm just on board with watching the Tough Kev Toto battle. What a move by Kev. Up into... Well, you know, these two were down in... Kev was down in 15th, 16th, 17th all the way through. He's up in the 8th position now, folks. That's how you do it. What a race so far. Oh my god, turn up the heat or what? So, we are now 1.5 hours into the stream, ladies and gentlemen. We are half past, or 20 to 10 even, coming into the back end of this race. Tough Kev is currently up into 8th position. From what I'm looking at, barring Thomas Halo catching Winchester, which could happen, I guess. I mean, Halo's on fresher super softs than Winchester, even though Winnies wouldn't really be degraded too much. But we can basically not talk about the race so far. There's not really much going on. Well, I say not much going on. There was 1.5 seconds between Konincha and Big Stu, and the next thing you know, they're side by side going around turn 1. So, you never know. Into the deep end tonight, though, Beer, of course. Now we can actually have a chat about your own race. So, how do you think the first one went? Other than qualifying, obviously the race, you know, probably one to forget almost. But just really one of them things.
Surprisingly enough, I'm actually a man of few words to sum it up. Fucking shite.
Bring on race 2 is probably the keen eye description there, to be fair. So, ladies and gentlemen, of course, the next stream I'll be doing, might as well go and sell myself a minute while we've got a bit of quiet time. It's going to be with Raratron89. That's going to be doing noobs in action for PUBG. That's going to be fucking fun. That'll be tomorrow night, just after 10 o'clock. Tomorrow night between 10. Just after 10 o'clock, between 10 and ending at 12. Then, of course, after that, we have got Mass Effect midweek, with FIFA thrown in the middle, and of course then Friday I've got my Formula 1 career mode race around Britain. If it's anything like Austria, I reckon I'm not even going to bother turning up. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, the next Grand Prix on the calendar for RRL is Hungary. That's going to be on the 4th of February, 1 week from today. Just to let you know, so hopefully you guys all tune in for that. But we're going to go on board with the race leader Addict. Must be said, other than his collision with Michelangelo at the start of the Grand Prix, which looked like, well, which obviously ruined Michelangelo's race, of course, not so much Addict's. You know, it's been alright for him, hasn't it?
Yeah, the race.
I've just noticed there's loads of races here.
Yeah,
apparently, I looked at the calendar. There's 2 Bahrains. That's interesting.
Yeah, since Billy passed Turtles, he's eased himself now. He's got a nice little gap, 2 seconds. Same with Tavkev, he's gradually pulling it out on Toto now, so barring no mistakes, which of course anything can happen in Formula 1, and it normally does. This should be your finishing order. Oh, Biddy, and there's Biddy's made a mistake straight away there.
Straight away, Biddy.
Corner. Oh, and Turtles makes the same mistake as well. Turtles gravels it, so it's as you were. They both made a mistake in the same corner.
Turtles put about half a second on, I noticed on that.
Oh, Biddy's gravelled it again and almost lost it in Lesbo too. Almost lost it. That was so close. He just lifted off. What he did was he lifted off there. That saved him. If he'd have kept the power down, you'd have seen him fishtail straight into the nearest wall.
So we'll do our quick review of the race, obviously, so far, where the standings are currently. We've got Addict in first position, 25.1 second. Thomas Halo, what a lap there. He's only 4.6 down. He may be able to do something about Winchester before the end. He'll at least catch him. And that's a hiccup by him.
It all depends on the course, on the penalty situation. A lot of penalties during this race, so you know.
There's Biddy's name's come up. There's Big Shoes has come up. Couldn't just did, but obviously he's no longer here.
Yeah.
I've seen a good few people's names come up, but obviously you know it already depends where they go. It's 2.4. Thomas Halo. We're going to go on board with Halo. He's had a very, very good race. Oh, speaking of penalties, Tough kept 3 seconds. There you go.
Now that's going to hurt him because Toto's. I don't know if that's say for example a second penalty, his 8th place could be in danger here. He is pulling away from Toto, admittedly, but.
You're going to have that subconsciously in your mind, aren't you? Saying, how much does he
have?
Yeah,
exactly. You're thinking no more mistakes, and sometimes it can make you have a mistake.
Well,
you try too hard almost to concentrate. Yeah, exactly. Now, Tom, as you mentioned, Tom is catching Winnie. Not by a huge amount, but he might catch him before the end of the race, you know. This could be, a little battle between these two for the second place. Just brought it to a fraction under 4 seconds from 4.3 on the previous lap, so he is taking tenths. Not huge amounts, but he's taking tenths out of Winnie.
He needs to take more. He needs to take more with 4 to go. Cross the line now. Well, no, it's 5 to go for these guys, isn't it? Sorry, because these guys are entering 49.
He's taken out a second a lap. He's taken out a second in the last lap out of Winnie.
He's going to catch him.
This is not over. Yeah.
He will catch him. I don't. Passing, obviously, you know, with Monza.
No, but the thing is, we've seen that out of Parabolica, just how good Thomas is out of Parabolica. He gets superb lines. It's down to 2.8. He's really catching him.
Let's have a look at Winchester.
And so Tom
as well, Beer. The fuel as well. The fuel for Thomas Halo is plus 1.17.
So he can rev it a bit.
Winnie's on 0. So he can't go anywhere.
Yeah, Winnie's got to watch it. He's got to watch it. I'll tell you something, Paz, I noticed it, because you know I normally overfuel the car. I overfueled it to +4, and even on standard mode for the first 4 laps, the consumption was dropping. It dropped down to 3.4. I had to go into lean for a couple of laps just to get it so I wouldn't lose it all, if you know what I mean. That's just on standard mode. Oh, Big Stu's got a 5-second penalty to be added on the end now.
Corner cut in there.
That's hard luck, yeah.
And in fact, Kev does have a penalty too.
It depends how many penalties they've got. We're not going to give the game away, so obviously we do have access to the race directory, but we're not going to give the game away.
Do you know what, I'll be honest with you, I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference here, Bear, because Tough Kev is all over the back of Big Stu all of a sudden. And Kev goes off. Goodness me. So much can happen here. Kev's got dirt on his right front tyre. Hold it together, he does. Halo is down by the way to 1.4, exactly, yeah. I just noticed that from obviously just watching the battle between Stu and Kev. Just going to hold it with Stu and Kev really quick because it's 0.4 of a second here. What's happened to Big Stu? I'll tell you what's happened to Big Stu. He's had an off. He's lost half his wing.
Oh, that's going to hurt him.
I think that will be where the 5-second comes on. Yep, it's normal corner cutting, buddy. Basically penalties, it'll be obviously with normal. just to let you know. Obviously, I know 17. You see,
Yeah,
obviously,
Kai.
Big Stu does go over.
Yeah. Kai, as you know, mate, with the normal corner cutting rule, it basically means there are no corners.
Yeah, man. It becomes a Forza Horizon drag strip race, doesn't it? And Big Stu is fighting Kev here. Brave by Stu, but Kev obviously with Stu. Oh, Stu hits Kev. Oh, he turned it on.
Now we've got a lap car. We've got a lap car. Hopefully getting out of the way here. The Red Bull, is it going to get out of the way?
In fact, you know, the Red Bull, that's actually Addict coming through to start lap 51.
No, I'm talking further back, mate. Parabolica.
Oh, sorry, yeah, with Thomas. Yeah, forgive me, you're watching that battle, aren't you? Sorry, I was watching the other one.
I think is it Paul 2K? Is it all?
Yeah, Paul 2K is still going. What a race for him.
Fair play.
I'm sorry.
Up to 10.
Do you know what though? Working it out, Beer. Paul 2K is the lowest person to finish. He's gonna get a Mercedes.
He'll get a Merc. Well.
And can I just say, will Paul 2K finish? Even though he's a lap down, the fuel situation is looking a little bit dire right now. Ooh, that's gonna be touch and go.
Toto's all over. Toto's taking Stu.
Yeah, Big Stu's got no wing. Stu needs... Stu, do you know if I was Stu? I'd pit. Big Stu, just pit. You know what I mean? Just come into the pits.
Do you know what? Is it worth bothering?
There's one reason.
Gain anything by
one reason for it is because he'll be able to keep himself in the car allocation. He's putting himself at risk at the moment of crashing off and lowering his kind of draft value, so to speak, in the cars.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, but the thing is, if he did pit, he would drop behind Paul 2K. That could be a strategy move. Actually, that could be a strategy. It could get him a better car.
To be honest, Big Stu's been in a Mercedes for quite a lot last season. I don't think he wants to sit back in that car, to be fair.
It'd be performance mode though. Yeah, Biddy, if you're watching this, Big Stu might be trying to sandbag you. You want to watch this guy? Hey, he's going to try and get a look out of this.
You just joined the league and you're grassing on him already. For fuck's sake, come on, put you. Ooh, pick me, miss. But however, now do you know what? Saying that, Beer, Big Stu,
Tom's
just
4/10
sort of get on the back of him. Remember, Big Stu got the 5-second penalty about a couple. He's right behind him.
Yeah, but Paul's got penalties as well. I know that. I've seen him come up a couple of times.
Big Stu, just go and lean mix. You've got no wing. He's got no wing. I don't think. I think he's got an orange wing.
Yeah. It's a matter of pride to the guys. No one wants to give a position up. Do you know what I mean? No. It's a matter of pride. You know, he's 16 seconds ahead of Paul 2K. Why would he want to? You know, he won't want to lose that. You know, because there's always the risk he could come out behind. If he pits now, for example, if he pitted, he could have cut. Yeah, no, Winnie's gone defensive there. He's got the line. But what I'm saying is that if Stu had pitted, he would have come out, chased Paul 2K down quickly, and there might have been a crash.
Yeah, that is true, actually.
You know what I mean?
Oh, God, and get yourself disqualified by fucking crossing the white line. You're one of them things.
Well, yeah, and you know.
Now, this is a key moment. This is the final lap of the race, of course.
Tom's done two guys. Yeah, Tom's done two guys, and I think he's going to do him here as well.
But the last lap, what will Winchester do?
When he's gone defensive, but Tom's having a look at the inside. Oh, he's almost running out of road. Wheel to wheel, he's gone! Oh, he's gone!
Oh, they've hit each other! Tom's
man,
out!
I'm recording
he's out! Get the recorded, you'll need to send it up for evidence, bro.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
When it's almost like that wasn't... I don't think that'd be deliberate here, was it? Both sides. They just got caught up with each other.
When he was defensive, he was holding the track. Tom tried to go up the inside. It almost looked like Tom's right rear just caught the grass a little bit, and it just destabilised the car just enough for him to just drift into Winnie, if you know what I mean.
Interestingly enough, though, this may a bit of a, what's the word for it, a runners-up prize.
He will finish because, of course, he's lap cars.
No, he's going to finish in 7th position.
Yeah, because they're the lap cars.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we're going to go over to Addict. Forgive me, I nearly made the same mistake. I nearly had Mustafa Shag shouting at me again. Right, Addict has come around the final corner, ladies and gentlemen. He starts the season off as he'd love to. The reigning champion wins in Monza.
Oh, Addict, well done, mate. Well done,
first
Addict.
Position. Winchester involved in a...
Biddy's up for a podium now. It all depends on the penalty situation between Biddy and Turtles.
Yeah. So penalties will determine the podium. All 2K there in the background of Winchester. You see the Toto, Big Stu. I tell you what, you picked the right one there, Bear, fair play, man. You picked the right decision. Big Stu, he's currently 9th. I'll wait and see when he comes across the line. Winchester, great drive in 2nd position. Paul Tickett doesn't move up, great choice.
Good drive there.
If
there we go, Billy
pitted, that would have ruined him.
Parabolica, does he hold 3rd place from Turts?
Great drive by Biddy.
Well done, mate.
But no, is it 3rd?
We're about to find out.
It is.
0.049 by 4 100ths of a second.
Oh my days, Wise Dog. And you know what? I'm driver of the day, Beer, from my opinion, is going to be. Well, it was going to be Thomas.
Biddy. I'm going to go for Biddy. Yeah, because Thomas didn't finish, so otherwise it would have been him, but I have to go for Biddy. He's done a great race, I think. He's done really well.
Other than Addict.
He threatened it in qualifying.
I'll give my top 3. I'll give my top 3. Biddy, Addict and Wise Dog.
Yeah. We should say, I mean, obviously a lot of people would, we'd normally, if this had been performance mode, we would have gone, there's a pile up there on my view, if it'd been performance mode, Addict without a shadow of a doubt, but because he is a very quick driver in an equal performance, I'd expect him to win more races than he loses, if you know what I mean. So that is why I'll go for Biddy. But a great race anyway. I'm just going to jump back in. I'm going to say good night now. Good night, viewers. I'm going to jump back in with the guys and say hello. But yeah, anyways.
Take it easy, buddy. Thanks for joining me. Right, I'm going to go sign out here then. This has been Positive Glad, representing myself, as always. So we currently have then Addict claiming the race victory. Almost inherited from Lesbo, crashing off after turn 4. Winchester, a fine drive, 24 seconds down in 2nd position. Biddy just holds on by 400ths of a second. Gets his first podium of the year. Turtles 4th. Wise Dog, great drive in 5th position. Tough Curve 6th. Thomas Hiller does get classified in 7th position, of course, even though he did crash. No real blame there either way. Toto Wolf 8th. Big Stu 9th. Problematic race of Big Stu, but he's got some points in the bag. Nice and easy does it. Paul 2K rounding out the finishes, and we've lost 7 guys. We've lost Kunich, Michelangelo, Les Paul, Owsat, Cookie, Beer, who was in Party and Notorious, barely made it round a couple of laps. That has been the race, ladies and gentlemen. Please be sure to drop me a follow on the channel. Please be sure to go to YouTube across. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the video, share it to as many people as you can. This has been Pause. Take it easy, much love, and I'll see you next week for Hungary Round 2. Goodbye for now.